We on. Hey, Ruben, what's going on, man?
Not much, fellas. I'm excited.
Ruben, yes.
Excited to have the opportunity to speak with you and looking forward to this conference.
Yeah, man, it's going to be good, man. We're really looking forward to it. You know, we're working hard to do our part to make sure that the ABCA conference is going to be incredible, man. So the reason we got you on here is because we want our world, our chiropractic world, to know who you are, right? You coming to speak to us, man, and we want them to get a preview. We want them to know, who they're going to be dealing with.
Yeah, and I'm excited about that. And here's what I know. Some things are universal. And what I mean by that is there's certain things that we go through in life and certain practices that we have in life that's universal. They're not just specific to chiropractors. They're not just specific to surgeons. They're not just specific to dentists. They're universal. And so what I love is that I get to come and bring some principles that I've learned from my many years in business, assistant in surgery, starting a surgical assistant company, a martial arts school, a medical staffing company. I get to bring all that knowledge and share it with your clientele. Why? Because it's universal, and I'm looking forward to bringing this information.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man. And I'm real excited, man, too. I mean, you being and of course, just not only a national speaker, but an international speaker, being able to share some powerful information and tips with the ABCA and the docs out there, and really just being expansive and more powerful in their practices, and really bring a lot of value to this convention.
Well, let me tell you what I found. I just got back from Dubai and Bahrain. I scheduled an event over in Amsterdam and Madrid, Spain. And I'm scheduled to go to Vancouver, Canada. And the reason I go to all these places and the reason I'm so excited is because it's universal. I mean, this information that I don't share, the information that I talk with, they need it over there. But what they're really wanting is for us to be more expansive in what we're doing. And that there's more people in the community that need people like me, that need people like you all, that need people like the doctors that's going to be at this event. And one of the things that we have to do is we have to be able to think in a more expanded level. And so one of the ways we do that is by seeing something different. I go to these foreign countries just so that I could see something different. It expands my mind. It expands my ideas, and then I get to come back and share with people just like you, who you have an expanded idea. There's not a lot of docs. When you look at the Evoke practice and the Evoke principles, there's not a lot of docs that are trying to give up the secret. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the people hold it as a secret. They over there like this, guess what's in my hand? Right? And they do like this, guess what's hands it in? If you pick this one, nope, it's that one. If you pick that one, no, it's this. They're never going to show you. But what I like about you all, and that separates you from the people that I've met, is that you're like, wait a minute, in order for me to be more successful, I got to make the field more successful. I remember when I was talking to you guys, and y'all said something that really blew me away when you said, Ruben, one of the things that we know is the best way for us to get more chiropractic business is to get more people to understand what chiropractors do. As a matter of fact, the more chiropractors there are around the country, the more that come to the offices individually. Now, you know that's true. How do you know? Well, when you look at soccer, until soccer became more popular, then there weren't people on the soccer fields. But if you build up the sport internationally and nationally, it builds up the sport locally. And so I love the fact that you guys thought enough to say, hey, wait a minute, if we help build the practice in our community, in other communities, around the country, if we help build the practice around the country, it's going to build our practice. There's not a lot of people thinking like that and talking like that. So I commend you fellas for being one of the only group of individuals that I know that think like that. So thank you for giving up the secret sauce.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
we appreciate you, man. We really do, and the value that you bring, brother.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, man.
I tell you. Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, E.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I can't tell you, Ruben, just how much you have helped me, and I'm sure the same speaks for the other two guys. Just with the energy, the enthusiasm, everything that you bring, man, when you speak, and just what I've learned from you with even speaking and getting people to listen to you because of the message that you have and what it is that you want to share. And I think one of the things that we value with Evoke is because we hold some information, we're not trying to keep it to ourselves, man. Like you mentioned, we want to see our people in our profession. We want to see them prosper, be abundant. We want to see them grow. We want this profession to grow. And man, we really think just being able to bring you to SBACA, bring the message that you have, man, to be able to share this with these doctors is something that's just going to be amazing, man.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about all three of you. What I liked about you when I met you, and just to see you three work together. Number one, it dispels the myth that we can't and will not work together.
That's right.
It dispelled that myth. The other thing I like about you three individuals is that you're great. You're great at what you do. You bring excellence to the table, and you have a commitment to growing the profession. Now, what we know and what is really exciting is that you can be exceptional without being the exception. You say, wait a minute, I can be exceptional, but I can still help bring other people to the table and let them be exceptional too. So you guys have a unique attitude where there is not arrogance, there is not an ego, and there's nothing wrong with being exceptional, but there's no exclusion. In other words, you don't have to be the exception too. We're going to help make other people great. So I commend you guys for doing that, because it's a rare breed that will think in that manner. So thank you.
Man, thank you so much, Ruben. And
Yeah, thank you, Ruben,
I want people to know specifically what you've done for us, just real quick. So, we've been working on Evoke for a long time now. We've been developing, and a lot of chiropractors out there know that we've been developing Evoke for a long time. One of the things that you really helped us to do is to communicate our message. And that's what's been really important about some of the time, some of the things we work with you on is us being able to effectively communicate our message. Now, what we know about being able to effectively communicate your message is now you have something. When you have something that you can communicate to people, now you have something that people can listen to, can buy into, can join you in. But
Right.
If you can't properly communicate it, then you don't have much. So that translates into chiropractic practice, right? If you can't communicate the chiropractic message, if you can't communicate how you see chiropractic properly, then you don't have a practice. And what you've been able to do with us in Evoke is help us to communicate those principles that you just talked about, being able to serve our community and seeing other chiropractors grow and be successful as well.
Well, thank you. And let me say this, that most of the people spend all of the time with marketing, and there's nothing wrong with marketing and advertising. We should all do it. But in the end, it comes down to putting out a message that attracts people to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What I like about you guys is that you're open. You're open, and you're open to share information. You're open to share ideas. You're open to share strategies. I call you guys flowers. Now, the reason I say that is because the other people are bees, and a bee doesn't go to the flower because the flower called it. The bee went to the flower because the flower was open and it had what it needed, and the bee went automatically. And so what I know is that people are going to be drawn to you fellas automatically because, number one, you have what they need. Number two, you're willing to share it. And number three, you're open. That's real.
let me throw out there too that the ABCA conference is in St. Louis, in our hometown, where Logan is. Most of us on Logan's campus. That's June 28th. So Ruben's going to be speaking that evening. So all you chiropractors who are making it out to the conference, all you chiropractors who've already made that decision, and all you chiropractors who are making that decision right now, just know that you need to be there Thursday night, because Thursday night is going to be the kickoff. That's where everything is going to get started, man. We're going to have a great time. You get to meet a bunch of other great chiropractors, and you're going to get to hear Ruben talk about what he does, how he does it, and how it's important for us.
Yeah.
More important than that, how it can help you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm one that I like to hear good speakers speak. I like to be moved, but also too, not only just being moved and motivated, but getting things that I can take away. And if you've never heard Ruben West speak, you're definitely in for a treat. And the conference is going to be amazing. But this is the value that the ABCA is going to be bringing to the docs, here in St. Louis in 2018 ABCA conference. So it's going to be exciting, Ruben, and I'm just so excited that you're going to be there.
Well, and I want to say to anybody who's on the fence, anybody who's thinking about coming, you're thinking about investing, you're wondering if you should show up, you're wondering if it's going to be worth it, let me answer that for you right now. It's not whether the conference is worth it is whether you're worth it. And I got the answer. You are. You're going to learn strategies. You're going to learn techniques. I'm going to share some. Other people are going to share some. And you're going to learn that there's some work that has to be done. And how do you do the work? And what are the steps to putting in the work? And how do you become successful after the work? Listen to that. This is key. How do you become successful after the work? Somebody write this down. The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. Other than that, it's after the fact. And so a lot of people want to be successful, but they've never put in the work. And what I love about you guys is you guys are showing success strategies from the work you put in. So I've been eating hot peppers on pork. I can't wait to get
so right there. Absolutely. I'm so going to write that down, Ruben. I'm so going to write that down. Hey, I go. you might hear that again too. So
that's going on the wall.
Oh yes.
Right. Please put that on a poster.
Right. Man, Ruben, so I'm not gonna hold you, man, because I know you got a lot going on and a lot to do. But I thank you for getting on this video, man, because I wanted people to get introduced to you, to know what to have some idea of what to expect when they come out to the conference. It's gonna be an incredible weekend of fellowship and learning, and I hope you guys all take the time to get online at the ABCA website and register.
Yes. Yeah.
Go register.
You owe it to yourself, and we're excited to meet with you, to talk with you. I love to be around brilliant individuals because it's mind expanding. I don't have to be a chiropractor to learn at this conference. Why? Because there's going to be success principles being taught, and all of us love the hustle. All of us love the grind, but in the end, our mind is more important than our grind because we can only grind out what's in our mind. And so I love the fact that you guys are going to be sharing information with these docs to help them be more successful. I love the fact that they come together. Here's one thing I know. There's power in numbers. And so there's nothing more motivating than coming together with people who do what you do, sharing some information, and then taking it back to your community and taking what you're doing to the next level. And that's exactly what's going to be done at this conference. So I'm excited to be able to speak there. Again, it's been my pleasure and privilege to work with each and every one of you, not just because you're doctors, not just because you're upstanding Black men setting the example for so many people out there, but because you're leading the way with collaboration and cooperation. And so I thank you for being that example. I thank you for dispelling the myth of what's not possible. And for anybody who's thinking about coming, got to be there. Got to be there.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ruben, man. We appreciate your time, and we'll be talking to you soon, okay?
We'll see you, fellas. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Ruben. Thank you.
Yeah.